All right. Welcome to Avorion. They've finally come out with the beta for 2.0. We're on 2.0.2. Um, I've been playing it for just a little bit. So as you can see, I've only been playing it for just a short amount of time. Nothing too crazy in the last, well, pretty much since it came out. So let's load it up and talk about it. They've changed quite a bit of things. I think almost all of it is for the better, if not all of it. I had to redesign many of my ships to make them compatible. One of the main redesign things would be the needing of the battery blocks. Batteries are no longer optional. Batteries are now very important. In order to go into hyperspace, you're going to have a certain amount of hyperspace energy. And as such, you need to be able to have that energy. So I think I've been doing pretty decent with that so far, adjusting to that change. The turret system is so much better with the auto turret slots. I've been having a lot of fun with that. All the turrets on my ship are auto. I don't fire. As you guys have seen, when I fire, I cannot aim at anything. So, being able to blame the not hitting anything on somebody else is really beneficial for my health. They've made torpedoes. Torpedoes now drop from enemies. So now they are more viable because before the torpedoes would be the ship isn't. I think this is a ship I was retooling before I had to exit out of my game. All right, I already got it at the maximum size I want it to be. Let's make it's already made out of. I don't think I have enough trinium. I don't have enough trinium. But so the same design that I used way back in the day for the most part, but now this is all hull. Gives me plenty of times. We can show all the stats real quick. We can go through them. The shields are doing fine. The mass, we don't care about that. Turns like a brick, but that's good enough for me. The hyperspace cooldown is quite significant, but that's perfectly fine. The reach 5.9 sectors, I'd like to put a little bit more on there, but for the purposes, this is fine. Just so I can have 6 instead of 5.9. Radar reach is pretty good. Subsystem sockets, I can only go up to 8. So now you have building tiers. As you unlock knowledge of the different materials, you can increase your ship sizes. And at Trinium, we can only have 8. I think they retooled it to what the Neonite and Titanium can do. But I think before when I was playing, the Neonite was only 6, I want to say, maybe 5. I don't remember quite well, which I do like. I saw reading on some forums and whatnot that a lot of people don't like the limiting the ship size by the building tiers. I like that, especially on because you guys know I only play on Insane. Um, it makes it better because before you just if you needed to do better, you just make a bigger ship. But now I have to be more careful about what I'm doing, and if I just can't handle it, I just can't handle it. I have to warp out and do my best. That being said, required energy. I like to have the required energy. Whatever the required energy is, the generated energy be a minimum of 3 times whatever the required energy is. Sturable energy. I'm storing quite a lot because you guys know I like to boost, so that's pretty good. Um, that's quite significant. But the reason that I have all that extra crew is just so that we can be better at, we can fly at nearly double our speed. We can repair at, over half of how fast we normally repair. So that's pretty good. Fighter pilots being added to fighter pilots is because of the drop that you get from the AI, which I love. They've retooled the fighter squadrons. Now you need system slots to have more fighter squadrons, which I kind of like. So now I have to be smart about what I have. So if I try to add a new, I can get a new squad in there, but we're just going to remove that. I don't care about it for right now. It takes quite a bit. These fighters, I'm going to switch them out. These fighters are trash. But they've made the fighters a lot less good. They don't do as much damage. These fighters are before they gave the fighters a buff, but so I'll probably have to switch out fighters to get better fighters and test them out from there. Still testing out the fighters, so I can't speak on that. But to get more fighters on there, you'll get the Hydra drops, and those will increase things and your production speed, which I do like, only by a lot. but everything's pretty standard from there. As of this ship, before we get into the game and talking about things, I need to, let's see here. First things first, I need trinium turret block, trinium turret base, and then we are just going to turn these into trinium just so that we can, and then let's get our turrets up on here. There we go. Get the cannons, short by DPS, and that'll be fine. This was a drop a long time ago. I don't remember where I got it, but that has been carrying me quite well. Want middle snap, mirror X, just so I can, have fun. Middle snap, that way it's centered. I haven't designed a turret design yet. I will. This is longer range. We'll put it further back. Go back to DPS. Oh, that is, wow. That is making me happy. So yeah, we're going to put this quadra cannon. If that's a quadra, we want that in back. Make it look, it don't matter. It can look weird. There we go. Oh wow, yeah, that's a big one. And then this one right here will be just fine. Well, this one has it right there. A little bit less DPS, but a little bit more range, but not really worth it. Yeah. I haven't seen much with the accuracy. I think that's only if you fire it. But there we go. That'll be fine for that. How many turret slots do we got? We got 11 more armed turret slots. So let's see what we got here. I like to have some bolters up near the front. Bolters by DPS. That's 2 slots. I'd prefer something with 1 slot because I want one on each side. There we go. 1 slot. That's fine. Have you over here. Then we need another one with 1 slot. There we go. Another one with 1 slot. We'll stick that on the other side. Behind my bolters, I like my... let's do some pulse and see what we got for pulse. Oh, that's right. Pulse goes through the shields. Is it plasma that does the? I think it's plasma that does the Yeah, plasma that does more Oh, I love my romanticizers because they have guided munitions. The ghostly buster. That's a laser and I love it. I think I want to put that on a fighter though. Like I really do like it. It's amazing. It makes me happy. I'm gonna favorite that. Not like that. For real. For real. Favorite that. Let's look in here. Although, as much as I love my romanticizers, that for the sheer DPS. Yeah, a DPS. I'm gonna stick with my romanticizers because they have those little tracking. They track, so we'll do that. I'm gonna put the ghostly buster over there. All right, and I want you over here. Hey, oh, it's trinium, so I can't put it there. Fine, fair enough, fair enough. I'll take it. If I can't have it, we're just gonna put the other romanticizer on the other side. And then over here, I'm gonna put lasers up on top and on bottom of that. Got quite a bit more turret slots. And let's see what we got here. Favorited that because it only takes 1 slot. This is going to make me happy. So let's just unfavorite these. Resort it. And then that's perfectly fine and it has great range. We're going to put you... Oh man, is it trinium? It's neonite. Oh, that's titanium. That's right. Okay, so how do I want to bug this out? I mean, I could probably change the material on these, but I like having that armor. So yeah, I should have designed this, finished doing the modifications on this ship before I picked up with you guys. But too late for that now. Lol. Alright. Where do I want to put you? Man. Oh, I'll just say forget it. And trinium armor. Oh, I can just do that down here. There we go. Get a trinium edge. Fix that up. Lasers. Done. Happy day. Put you there. I want another laser on the other side. Oh, it only has a range of 5. That's disgusting. That's better. Range of 7. That makes me happy. And then we want to go down here. What type of... You are a corner armor 3. Corner armor 3. Alright, fix you out. I think I'll put it right there. We'll be fine. I don't think the middle snap's going to work with this guy. Dual repair. Range of 10. I love this laser. It makes me happy all day, every day. Get the voxel snap on. Yeah, that looks perfect. That'll make me happy. Man. Do want to put that on a fighter, though, but I think I'm going to hold off on that. Go back over here, press F to refocus, so we can do that same thing. Oh, bugger. It was right about there. I don't think I'm going to get this even just eyeing it from a distance. But if it's not perfectly even, it don't matter. We got a video to do, so it's right in there. Oh, right. I don't like that range of just 5, though. That should be good. And with the less energy consumption, it should take some time. All right, and now we want our point defense. And where do I want to put my point defense? Should probably retool this entire top section to be a little bit better. But, you know, mistakes were made. I'll get over it. Actually, what if I just do it this way? Let's get point defense up in here. And then, oh, that's amazing, but a range of 7, it'll be fine. Oh, the material, neonite. Iron, perfect. Get on there. Let's switch back to the middle snap. Middle snap. Same thing on the other side. Titanium, perfect. Right there, and then down here we will put one on this big boy right here. Well, that's at a bit of an angle, so I'm not really going to get any coverage towards the back end, but it don't matter. And then that's neonite, titanium. There you go, have fun. Alright, perfect. And then how many do I got? I got 2 more slots for a weapon, so we're just going to do raw damage, which will be fine. What do we got here? That's a recycler. Oh man, get into melee range and have a great knife fight. I don't like miniguns. As powerful as that is, that range, I just don't like that range. Boom. Although this one right here, man, you take down those shields, that guy is going down. Could get a railgun on here. That is titanium edge armor. No, it's not. Trinium edge armor. Let's get that railgun on there. I love my railguns. Alright, there we go. And unarmed turret slots, I got room for 3, but I do not care about those, so that'll be fine. And there we go. Hangar space is almost full already. I only had 40. I need to retool this up, but we're not going to do any of that retooling up. We don't care about that for right now. All right. So while everything's recharging, I'm gonna press I to build up that menu. Go into ship. All right. So because of all the stuff, I got auto targeting slots, which is new. So the different subsystems, like this one right here, gives me 12. This one right here gives me 6. That just increases my loot collection range, which is great when you're running from enemies, but you want to grab that loot, which is fantastic when I can only blow up a couple ships and the ship can't handle those guys, but I can blow up a couple, get the loot. So that's perfectly fine. Of course, my deep scan. We're going here, and we are going to put the point defense. I always like to put my point defense on 3. Keep that on 9. The long ranges I'm going to have on 1 just to make my life easy. And everybody else is going to be 2. I haven't found any missiles. So you just click on it, you press A, and now it's an auto turret. So all these guys take 1 slot, so they're going to take 1. The railgun takes 2 slots, so it takes 2, 2 up there. 3, so now I have 13, and so forth. The point defense don't take up any of the auto turret slots. They just do their thing, which is pretty good. Let's make sure I got my torpedoes loaded. Doesn't really matter what ones, I don't care. There we go. Alright, so let's get in here and do our thing. That being said, everything's a lot better. You don't have to, I don't think I have any ships that aren't doing anything right now. Fleet. Alright, so let's see what we got. Everybody going on. Alright, so we have the Serenity doing a trade route. You set up a trade route, you just click on an area, see what goods they can sell, you pay them to make you money. They're great. There's a certain chance they can get attacked by pirates, but that's perfectly fine. As long as you're careful with them, it doesn't matter. So it's much better when somebody ends down or stops what they're doing, they stop what they're doing. So we'll go here and let's go to sectors looking for some people to play with. So the new thing is you no longer just tap space when you need to hyperspace jump. So I'm going to turn over there, I'm going to look at it, still calculating the jump, but let's clear this asteroid field because we're going to have to boost for a second. I'm just going to boost to get through this asteroid field. I have plenty of armor and inertial dampeners. Not inertial dampeners, integrity field generators. So there we go, I'll stop that. So before you just had to, boom, press space, you're good to go, you fly away. Now you have to go and stare at it. Do we got any good missions? I just fired a missile, a torpedo at that guy, but it's out of range, so I'm not worried about hitting him. These are smugglers, so I'm not even going to care about them. But once we turn, so you have to press and hold to charge up your hyperspace boost, and then once you hold it, you boost out. So we're boosting, charging our hyperspace engine, and as soon as it charges, we jump. Boom, done. Alright, so with that makes it really good. So if you're boosting constantly to try and get away from pirates, I do like that mechanic, because if you're boosting, you're not paying attention to your energy, you're not going to be able to hyperspace out. So be careful with that, and I do like that. That makes the fights, especially when you need to run away, all that more tense, all that more chaotic, all that more worrisome. So I do enjoy that. It's fantastic. It's fun. It's relaxing. It's great. Especially when I got to negotiate with people. I realized that before when I was playing, somehow the visual settings on this game got reduced, but so I put them back up, and hopefully they stick. The mic appeared to be recording very well earlier, so it should be recording well still as of this moment. I didn't have any static or anything crazy. Took the advice, messed around with my settings a little bit, also cleaned out my audio port, and I gotta tell you, I think one of the things, not using my mic for a long time and not even being plugged in, my audio port had a significant amount of dust in it, so that was very interesting to see. I took compressed air and I blew that, and it was worse than a Nintendo cartridge from 1989. So that was cool. It was very, very nice. Nice in my poor desk, but it's fine. It wasn't that bad. I'm using hyperbole. Hopefully this loads quick. My computer always works great, but the minute I go to record, loading times want to be annoying. There we go. Gotta press spacebar. Hop into here. Alright, nothing interesting. I thought I had a C-43 on this ship. I'm pretty sure I do. So if there was something, or one of these things that we could hack, we would be able to do it. Do I not have my C-43? I guess not. I was pretty sure I had a C-43 on here. might be, because I know that they changed down how many blocks you could have, so it could have been on this slot, but it may not have been. Not sure entirely. So when they do something, a shipment, this guy made me 1,320,025 credits. You just take it, and they continue on their flight path. We're going to take that, continue making money. I haven't even built a station yet, and I have almost 300 million. Alright, so there's probably something interesting in here. I'm not going to worry about it too much, but if I do see a big boy asteroid, I'll probably take it. I don't see one readily identifiable, and I want to get into some combat for you guys. But, actually, is there anything over here? I'd really like to explore more for my miners. So we're going to go and we're going to jump. The bigger your ship is and whatnot, the more it takes to energy it takes to complete the hyperspace jump, so always pay attention to that, because you can jump into a sector, be out of energy, and if you need to boost to get out of into a more tactical position, you're not going to be able to. My experience, most enemies don't go above 2, so far, this is only in the Trinium area, up to the Trinium area rather. Most enemies don't go above 2,000 meters per second, so that's pretty good. This ship with the crew can currently go about, without a velocity bypass, can go about 4,000 meters per second, so you can boost away and run away, get where you got to get going, or even then, run away to recharge. All right, that looks like a blinky blink, so that's probably Operation Exodus. Let's just get that one real quick. Yeah, Operation Exodus. There we go. Get those coordinates and move out. I don't see any big boy asteroids. Let me know if I've overlooked them. Of course it is. Alright, so the Serenity is under attack. We go into here. I'm going to take it. That means they were attacked before that. Just show on map. Boom. I can either order her to, click on the Serenity and I can just tell it to, attack enemies. Or for funsies, I can just switch to craft sector and switch to Serenity. Now, one thing I like is before, you could warp out relatively quickly, but now, as you can see, it's going to take over 5 minutes. Now, I have a couple things I can do. I can either fight this, how I want to fight this, or I can go to autopilot, attack all enemies, sit back, stretch, and let the eye have some fun. So, this is up in the Iron Titanium area, and this is, a Neonite ship. I'm doing that for the simple reason that, well, it's a transport. I know I can get more escorts for it, but it's a... I need to recolor the bottom, so I'll do that after it takes care of these enemies. But yeah, there we go. She just took care of everybody. So what I'm going to do is just simply go into build mode, fix that coloring. Good golly. All right, do colors green. So to make my... Oh man. All right, so we're gonna have to wait a second. But, and there we go. Now it's going to take a minute to get to the enemies. Not the enemies, but to be able to hyperspace out. So I like to color coordinate my ships. All my merchants are green and purple. All my miners are yellow and black. And then my salvager is yellow and blue. I'm doing that every time I set the ship class. Over in here, it disappears. I'm glad that the icon seems to stick for most of them, which makes me happy, but the ship class always changes up. And you can even now, with the captains have different things. Merchants, they're really good. They can always sell stuff, and they're fantastic for that. This guy has 2 things. Humble, he demands a lower salary. So you figure he's just made us millions and millions, and he only asked every 3 hours for 29,000. So, capitalism, guys. Cunning, lower risk of being ambushed, and increased strength of enemies. We have, our miner. This is doing pretty good, level 2. Gains more experience when fulfilling commands. Connected, negotiates better prices, which I'm not worried about. I don't use them to sell anything. Intimidating, lower risk of being ambushed. Harmless, higher risk of being ambushed. Reduce strength of enemies. And lucky, may find turrets or subsystems. So, the miners, and I really appreciate this, same thing with the scavengers, or salvagers rather. They, you can tell them to only look in safe sectors, and that really makes me happy. Now, you won't get as much of a yield from them, but you don't have to worry about them getting attacked, which is great when you're in a higher area. And playing on Insane, I don't always take care of the ships as they should be taken care of. Alright, so now I'm going to press T to exit that ship, M to load up my map. So we can set up a trading command. We click on the Serenity, click Trade, we select a sector. Whatever one we want. Actually, I don't know if the, I want to try something real quick. So, load it up, and we're going to trade. I'm just going to pick this one random sector right here. And you have different trade contacts that should come up, and you can look how much money you want to invest, how many runs it's going to take, how long it's going to take, and what you're going to make. So you can see that, what it's doing, all that good jazz. Now, one thing I want to see real quick, let's load her up. And subsystems, let's get a trading system on that and see if this does anything. Just install permanently your trading ship, you'll be fine. So I wonder if that does anything. It did not appear to do so. In fact, these look like they're completely different. I don't even think I got yeah, well, I mean, learning. But we got no man space, outer faction area, central faction areas, the area. Or maybe these look like they might be different, so. And I'm gonna do this one. I know it's not that much money, but it's less micromanagement for me, so I think that will be much more helpful. Yeah, that's 1 flight. Okay, this is 3 flights for, that'll be fine. Alright, so he's gonna do his thing. Now he's humble, he demands lower salary, harmless, 1% higher risk of being ambushed, 30% weaker enemies. Commoner, 10% less combat power, 2% more profits, buys goods for 2% less. Great. Lucky, finds up to 6 items when executing commands. Maybe when I upgraded this guy to a better ship, I'll put him into the more dangerous well, not dangerous, but the more further down south, because I'm in the north section of the galaxy, so closer to the center. You hit start, they leave me stranded, alone, by myself. All by myself. And there you go, they do that thing. Now they're going to go, they're going to have fun, he's going to take care of it, and it'll be all happy days. Let's go back to the Retribution. So the new captain system is great. You can have captains with 2 jobs, which is pretty cool. So, I'm not an expert on the captains by any stretch of the imagination yet. I have not really been reading much of the wikis on it or anything like that for the new one. I like finding out things myself. You have 3 tiers of captains, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Tier 1s are alright. I think there's tier 0 is great. Those captains have nothing. I accidentally did see a post where, like, if they level up, they get a specialization. But tier 3 captains are great. They have 2 jobs. They usually cost a little bit more, but it's great because that can really make what your functions need to be all that better. And there we go. We got a distress signal from where? Commanding fighters. I don't care about commanding fighters. Search and rescue. I don't care about the search and rescue. Missions. Commanding fighters. Just, I can't abandon that. I've been taking fighters from him forever. And, there you go, where are you? Oh, there it is. Yeah, let's go there. But he's been giving me fighters and things like that, and I've been taking them, but it's not completing the quest, so I don't know if there's like a certain amount that I have to take or what, but it's like collect your reward. And that is why we have an integrity field generator. Oh, man. Thank goodness I can drive a vehicle much better than I can drive a spaceship. But this is much better. Everything in 2.0 is so great. It's been smooth so far. It's been fantastic. It's been a fun time. And combat hasn't really changed. Combat is still the same, but now with the auto turrets, it's so fun. Like, you get to just chill, relax. One thing that I do hate is been flying through sectors, and I've encountered the AI more so on this playthrough than any other YouTube series or anything like that. So I think that the AI is definitely enjoying itself way too much. I've had to take that guy down more, well, or female. I've had to take down that thing more times than I care to admit. But with having so many auto turrets, it's much easier to take out the AI when it breaks apart, because that can get very cumbersome and very annoying very fast. We're almost there, and then we'll warp and be happy. So I won't stop warping, but yeah, this ship, with the crew and everything like that, I can go 1100 meters a second without boosting. I think that makes me very happy. And it's not even completely trinium yet. I have the miners that I have for immediate delivery, so they're doing... Oh my goodness, it is a distress signal. Let's fire. It doesn't appear that I have anybody that's going to attack my fighters, so I'm going to launch them. I'll get them to target that guy. Because I got so many torpedoes, I'll fire another torpedo. There we go, got that. Target the next person. Hardcore, get everybody on that. Then I'm going to get my weapons, attack that target. Let's steer towards him. Talk to him about his hopes. Oh my goodness. Those cannons, man, they're flipping that guy. Alright, we're gonna get in closer, have fun. Fire a torpedo because he's not moving, so... Yeah, I'm too close to use some of these torpedoes, but that's fine. There we go, we talked to him, talked to him about his day. Thought it was going pretty good. Return. These guys on him. There we go. Oh man, I accidentally hit them. That's fine. Alright, so one thing I didn't go over with fighters, which this is by far my favorite, because you know I love my carriers. Go to hangar. You know, these are different squads, but you can assign them to what group you want them to be. So I can just press Shift 1 and all my attack fighters are going to pop out and say howdy doody, which is by far the best thing in the world. Hands down, the absolute best. So it tells you, you know, in the squad group what's there. The new squad, Adventurous Squad, you know, which I got from the Adventure, but I transferred them all down here. Got those salvaging fighters from them. So we can name them, which, you know, could be pretty cool. Even then, you can change your fighter skin, which I really do like. So I just have a basic design right there. I'm going to go in and make a better design later. That's actually the first ship that I made for this playthrough. So you can change the skin. You don't have to worry about, like, if you don't like the skin later on that you were working with. So those fighters can do that thing. Makes me happy. Let's pick up some of this loot, just at least for cell bait. I don't think I've been to an equipment dock in a while, so I probably have plenty of loot I need to sell. P, inventory. I think I've sold off a lot of stuff. Stellar laser. Alright, another stellar laser. So we're going to pick that up. Pick up all this good stuff. I don't really think it's worth it. Where am I at in the galaxy? Oh, I'm all the way down here, though. It's probably worth it. There we go. We got another installment of stuff. One thing, I don't remember seeing this before, but now if you look to the right of the screen underneath all that commotion, you'll see the two orange things glowing. So that will always tell me what direction the loot is, and that is fantastic. I don't have to strain my eyes looking for where loot might be. Petty stuff doesn't seem to be showing up too much. Oh, it is showing up, I just didn't see it. But there we go, we're picking up stuff. I don't care about anything else. Is there an equipment dock down here? Look at that. No equipment dock. But one thing that you can do, there's an equipment dock all the way there. I could press T, get out of my ship. I could go to the Retribution, this amazing function right here. Travel, click on where you want it to go, and bam. you can just tell it to go there automatically. You don't have to plan out 110 different waypoints. You can, it'll tell you like how quickly it'll get there. This is fantastic, especially if you need to transport your ships. Like for instance, you know, I moved all the way down here and I still have my trading ships all the way up here. And, you know, normally I'd have to like click on the sectors and make a long line for each ship. Nope, just travel and have fun. So much better. So that change makes me very happy. There's a resource depot and a trading post. We don't care about that. But now you can autopilot your ships, which is fantastic. So I got some salvaging fighters. Autopilot, salvage sector, you know, walk back, make some tea, and the fighters are going to go and salvage. I don't have to do it myself or have a spare ship for it that I dock on the bottom of this guy right here. Nope, it just does it automatically. Has fun. I don't have a salvaging turret on this one, so I don't care. But this is fantastic. It makes all these changes are great, man. I have nothing but words. And you need a captain for the advanced orders, but to refine ores, you don't need to have a captain. You can just click on that and it'll do it. For these ones, you do need a captain, so pay attention to that. But captains you'll find at nearly, well, not nearly, but I find captains maybe about in every 1 in 3, 1 in 4 stations, somewhere about there. And it really varies. Mining and salvagers I usually find at a shipyard or a resource depot. I usually find like daredevils and what are they, commodores or commander, whatever it's called, at the military places. But this one is a miner and a commodore. I would love to find a commodore in daredevil. So the commodore lets you have more auto turret slots, and I love my auto turrets. Lets you have 2 more armed turret slots, which is not significant, but it's good enough. And then the miner's just there to be there because that was the only commodore I found at the current time. To find these good captains, you need to do a lost friend quest. Look at that. Oh, beautiful money. Great times. So let's see if we'll just jump into here and hopefully you can see a captain and you'll see what I mean. So we're going to press backspace, get it off of autopilot, get our guys to return back to base. Fighters now boost. So before I used to hate because fighters started becoming more and more pointless to the enemies that would run away from your fighters because your fighters can't keep up. Like your fighters could do like max, like what, 600 meters per second? But now somebody's not docked. Come on, dock there, little guy. There you go, I had faith in you. So now they'll boost across sector. They'll boost to engage the enemy. They boost to get into weapon range. It seems like all weapons now have a range of 3.5, no matter what weapon it is. So that I do kind of miss the railguns from the fighters firing at, you know, like 10, 15 kilometers away from this little rinky-dink fighter. I do miss that because those were my favorite to take out the point defense, or at least do some damage on the point defense guys before they got in range. But you make do with what you got. So we go into here. We're going to press F and go to hire crew and see what they got. So this guy has a tier 0 captain. Now he's cheap for, you know, his salary for every 3 hours, but he has nothing special about him. Level 1, humble demands lower salary, connected negotiates better prices, uneducated gains less experience when fulfilling commands, unlucky, ship may suffer damage while on commands. Well, sir, we will definitely never hire you. That being said, it says I need 17 pilots, but I don't. I still have my system on there. It's just, yeah, so anyway, just being weird. So, oh my goodness, please don't be a 35k. Anyway, sir, friendly fire. Oh, that'll be fun. So we'll do that one for you guys. Alright, so we're just going to go to hire crew. Nobody's there. Wait a second. It's not even having the exclamation point for anything on the bulletin board for that one. But it still has it. I won't complain. Target is wanted for multiple crimes against civilians. More details will follow once you accept the task. Alright, we'll accept the task. We'll start looking for that target. All the way down there. Alright, and away we go. Bring it up. Wanted, dead or alive. That's fine. We'll get rid of you. Just clear out like a couple of these real quick. Happy day. From the Cavaliers, start looking for the target, man. So it's going to take us a second to get there. 2.0, I really should have made a list of things to talk about before I did the episode. Oh, anyway, speaking of the AI constantly showing up, there you go. Alright, where are you, you little jerk? There you go, those guys should always fire on the main body. We'll just keep, talk to this guy. Get up knife fighting distance and have fun. See, the plasma weapons are doing their thing. Oh man, we are just eating it. Eat that guy. I don't know why it's not running away. The AI, in my experience, has gotten up to speeds of like 4,000 meters a second, and that is ridiculous. When I encountered that, that's when I really started making my ship faster, because all the AI would do after that is just run and run away and run away. I don't know why the AI is not moving this time. Usually the AI is a little bit more squeamish than this. We're not taking much damage, so it's going to take that, come back here. Yeah, we're not hurting too bad. Yeah, we'll just sit here and let our auto turrets do their thing. I'll take it. Oh yeah, so much easier. I don't even have to aim. I just sit back here, relax, let them all have fun. Let's fire a torpedo for funsies. Immediately gets destroyed. So the Free Slaves missions has a timer on. I don't know if it always did, but pay attention to that. Like as soon as you get that, head straight for that sector. I got tied up fighting some pirates one time, and that was less than happy. Alright, I'm losing my shield, so I'm going to do my little boost out. Got a lot of good loot right there. I do have the shield booster on it, so if it drains all the way, it's going to just recharge. But there we go, we're far enough away that I'll just return, and then my long distance turrets will do their thing. Push them up to auto fire, they can select their targets. Alright, let's get a bit closer. Closest target, 25 meters out. That should be the distance that my long... all the loot's still following me. That was great. That made me happy. There we go, we'll just casually come up a little bit closer. And that should... I do want to get at least into like 15k range. Or at least like maybe like 11 or 10. Oh, why has Serenity got to be under attack? Autopilot. Yeah, let's let the AI have fun. I'm pretty sure that my fighters, I'm going to lose all my fighters because this guy has point defense. Yeah, I don't want to lose my fighters. Please return. It's gonna launch my fighters. Yeah, why not? Have fun. If they die, they die. So, I'm gonna press P, take all that good stuff. Man, the Serenity is just eating crap today. It should be able to handle itself. I'm gonna tell it to attack enemies and leave it there for a second. I mean, shouldn't get engaged too bad. But yeah, it's alright. So, did the AI waste all my fighters? No, the fighters are still alive. Way to go. Alright, I'll take it. I know the Serenity's under attack. I'm not gonna wait till it gets damaged and then I'll double check on it. Not losing this ship is more important. Once we take care of these guys, I'll tell it to salvage the sector, and while it's salvaging the sector, I'll dip out and double check on the Serenity. Although the Serenity should be fine. How are my fighters hanging? Yeah, the fighter's still doing decent. I like how the AI is like, yeah, we'll attack with the bottom of the ship. We're not allowed the turrets. That makes sense. Look at it go. But look at this. I can just relax, let the AI do its thing. Oh man, that's beautiful. Fighters are still pushing up. Fighters are still doing decent. Oh, the only thing that I love the most about the AI is just how much loot you can get from it. Alright, I'm just going to tell it to stop auto doing that thing, and then I'll just get in range, and hopefully the auto turrets will work better than this dude. Oh, the crew of the Ragamuffin was paid. That makes me happy. Alright, beautiful. The AI is almost destroyed for the 10 millionth time. Oh, sad face. Look at that. And our shields are back up to full, well, not full strength, but 35% strength, which makes me happy. Oh yeah, I knew my fighters would disappear. Ah, that's alright. They're just cost materials. I definitely do need to, it seems like, but the durability, how much they can have in durability and what they can have in shields has gone up a fair bit, so for that I am thankful. Just eternally thankful. That makes me happy beyond reason. There we go. Alright, let's pick up this loot. Alright, we want to make sure we get the good loot, and then I'll just put it onto salvage, so it'll pick up the loot for me. Because I've had times where I've switched sectors and all the loot just disappears. And I don't know why, but it does happen. Even without me salvaging, like the ship will just be in sector, but all that stuff just disappears. Put you autopilot, salvage the sector, have fun. P to get to the Serenity. Back to the enemies. How you doing? Any enemies in this? It doesn't say that there's anybody in that sector. So let's see. Did you take care of everybody? Oh yeah, you took care of yourself. Way to go. Alright, so we're gonna exit out. See, she's perfectly fine. Go back to trading. Oh, it looks like there's a lot there. Wanna fund it to the maximum amount. Let's see what we got there. Minerals, 3 to 4, 300k. Excuse me. Well, there we go. Trade the minerals. We need more minerals. Alright. Good times. So let's finish up the Wanted Dead or Alive mission, and then we'll call it quits for just doing stuff. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I haven't had time to really do recording anything like that other than just like casually play like maybe 5-10 minutes after work. Okay, so the loot's still here. That guy to return. Okay, please return. I'm definitely going to retool up the this ship to make it more optimized for 2.0. I had to significantly get rid of my hangar space just to fit enough batteries, but I think I have too many batteries. But I don't remember what the where the battery percentage was before the upgrade, and I like to keep my batteries just 3 times whatever the hyperspace energy is, and so I might be able to shrink down the batteries a little bit to get maybe a little bit more hangar space in here, because I do like using this ship as a carrier, or this type of ship as a carrier. Go, 2 more jumps. If I get the AI in one of these jumps, I'm going to be so annoyed. So usually with the Wanted Dead or Alive, you go to a sector, they tell you, oh yeah, you can find the person at XYZ, but only if you pay me. And I'm like, alright then. So you can pay them or do something stupid for them or whatever. So they brought back, first on the 2.01, or there was no hyperspace upgrade to, like the old hyperspace upgrades, it would significantly increase your hyperspace jump range. they didn't have those. To do your recharge, yes, but increase your range, no. So with those, you had to, do your once you got the Neonite, your hyperspace, your hyperspace blocks you had to increase. But they added those things, but the wait time on some of these, I mean, I'm sure it's fine in, sectors that have nothing in them, but some of these have ridiculous amounts of, hyperspace cooldown plus 3 minutes. But I mean, the jump range, 14 jump range. That's worth it. I think that's really worth it. But you better hope you're jumping somewhere that's all right. Because if you get there and there's enemies, you're gonna have to be waiting some time. So that'll be fun. Spacebar. All right, we'll talk to the guy in here. Maybe. There we go. Oh, that's wreckage. Right, let's get up in there. Alright, let's see just how fast we can get before we get to it. Although I don't have many inertial dampeners on this one, so I should probably start slowing down. Yeah, let's turn it slow. I hope I don't whack that thing. No, I didn't whack it. That's good. There we go. I call that run a pretty good success. Interact, scan the wreckage. Log files, yada yada, showing most recent entries. We were attacked in sector yada yada. Alright, so I guess we're gonna go to sector yada yada. Oh, that's a couple jumps. But yeah, don't worry guys, we'll get Captain Zrakir. Yeah, hopefully shortly, and then we'll call it a day. I don't think I'm going to be doing a series on Avorion 2.0 unless anybody wants me to. Because I went to the Avorion subreddit and I got ship envy. And I realized that some people can make very beautiful ships. And I make flying triangles. So, it's a thing. I suppose I could take time and make this more like a, a Star Destroyer. That would be fun. Change the ship skin to like TIE interceptors and TIE bombers and whatnot. I am a Star Wars fanatic. I'm finally coming around on the sequels. Have to, whether I like it or not. Did you defeat these ships? Well, not quite. But we found the wreckages, and we're gonna salvage them. I need info from the wreckages. That's too bad. You're gonna have to go through us. Alright then. Sounds good to me. Turn on our weapons. Let's see what we're getting on here. We're gonna take that money. I love that money. We got a second, so we're gonna get the Commonwealth to continue trading. Does it matter what sector I pick? Yes, oh, there we go. Shoot, yeah, we'll take that. Whoa, hold the phone. Yeah, do that. Let's transport the fuel. America. Alright, as I was. Where are we at? Oh, looks like we defeated the first wave while we were just chilling. Stay on them. Keep spreading love. These guys aren't really that powerful. Am I just like in a weak area, or what's going on? What is it? Game options. Yeah, we're still on insane. Alright, we got him. I'm not going to care about the loot. Let's just go get the wreckage. This is one thing I do like. Most missions, it'll give you the orangish, yellowish thing around it, so that you know where it is. And that's great when you have the delivery missions. When you have the delivery of X amount of, Y item, it's fantastic because you don't have to like look for the impronounceable station name. You just get that thing. It's like, hey, this is the place you need to deliver, and it's just like, all right, sweet. Which is always nice. Can I just yank this while going by? Yeah. Hyperspace, yada yada. Oh man, they're making us travel all over the place. Keep going. Oh, look at that. Won't be long, and then we will be able to have this ship all of Trinium. Well, I will, not you guys. Unless anybody, like, I don't, well, I only got like 8 subscribers. And if anybody wants to see like a playthrough of this, I don't know if I'll play it on Insane, because that takes a fair bit to get things going. Not too much, but it does slow down the progression, which I enjoy. I like, taking my time enjoying the game. And almost there. And away we go. Another new thing, I don't remember seeing it before, but if you go to like a repair dock, you can repair your ship with just credits, which makes me happy. So let's say you've only been able to mine a little bit of the next tier resource, and you have the building knowledge for it, but you don't have much. It's fine. Just repair whatever you have. So that's really great when you're just getting into like, that in-between layer where you're not really finding, enough of it to do anything beneficial. It's kind of where we're at with the Trinium. We're in that like Neonite Trinium mixture area. Alright, let's talk to him. What's up? So, the rumors are true. They sent out a bounty hunter for us. Yes, feeling flattered? And you believe that you can capture us, you worm? We'll see about that. Alright, so one thing is pretty cool. They're immune until you take out their henchies. So we're gonna attack their henchies. Looks like that's point defense buddies. Oh my goodness, yeah, they just dominated that one. Okay, can I get a target that's not dying instantly? Oh, somebody has good DPS. Look at my shield stream. Let's boost out a little bit. I need to flip. I'm going to tell my turrets to attack that guy so that when I flip, they can fire right away. Or nearly right away. Alright, take you out, please. Please fire at them. Alright, they're done. And now we can start firing at the big ore. Attack target. That way they're always on point. Oh my gosh, 10.4 Omicron. That's pretty significant. Oh, look at that. Oh, just raining down all the fun. Let's get the, I think I have any fighters down here anymore. They're all run away. Yeah, I have one fighter. Get him! Get him! Alright. My goodness. But the good thing about, their stuff is that we got it. Alright, so we get our stuff. We can look at it. Target eliminated. What do we get here? They're giving us a little bit of trinium and a little bit of money. We are going to take all and be happy, and we improved our relations by 10. Oh, happy day. So let's get in here and get all this loot. And then to get more loot, I'm going to salvage the entire thing. But you guys are not going to be subjected to that. I'm going to continue playing 2.0. I'll probably... I don't know what my work schedule is going to be like for quite some... Well, I do know what my work schedule has been like, but I think now that we're getting into the winter season, things are calming down. I've been working 60 or 70-hour work weeks for quite some time, and I gotta tell you, it's really sucked by a lot. Actually, while we're wrapping up, I can probably just tell this thing to salvage while we're wrapping up. But so I don't know if I'll be able to record. Like, I know I need to do more Dungeons of Adara, and I really do enjoy that game, and I'm really looking forward now that my mic is fixed to doing that. but I'm not sure what I'm going to be playing. I bought War Room on Steam. It was like 15 or 16 bucks. That's a fun game. I recommend it, but my computer is not good enough to handle that. And War Room is a great game. I highly recommend it. It's fun. It's great for time management, like the time managing your the people you send out on missions. Kind of like 911 operator, or this is the police. So it's a very fun game in that regard, but I don't recommend it yet. There's a lot of bugs in it right now, and I'd give it maybe a month or two to get the bugs polished out for War Room. But I do recommend that game. That's fun. I might do an episode or two of that game so y'all can see what it's like. But it's a very fun game. It's a very enjoyable game. But I think I want to stick to Dungeons of Adara for every now and then because I can do a dungeon or two, have fun, talk, and pop out because it's not too much time invested. Although I have had dungeons when I'm playing, when I put it up to hard or whatever. I have had dungeons where I got to go through methodically and it takes quite some time. Some of the dungeons have been getting quite big, and then you have other dungeons that are really small, but it is what it is. But Dungeons of Adara can be fun. Not sure what I record when I do have spare time, but I'm not going to be recording much. But I do miss recording for you guys. I do like the comments. I haven't replied to any of the comments. I just saw them today, the 23rd of August, 2021. So I'm gonna, like and reply to all those people that I wasn't able to. I just got on. I was like, yeah, I need to do a quick recording. So let me read these and then jump on before I fall asleep. But I love y'all. Take it easy. Have fun. I'm currently only using one monitor, unfortunately, because the other monitor is being annoying. So it gets a little bit weird, and I can't always see all the data and feedback right back. So I won't be doing any streaming till the monitor gets fixed. All right. Take it easy.